Welcome to Smack Talk. As always, I'm going to have a link down below in the description box to credit WWE so that they don't sue me. Cody Rhodes opened up the show with an in-ring promo praising Randy Orton, who initially he saw as a mentor and then later on a friend, and if it wasn't for him, he wouldn't be champion today. Talks about his main event with Solo Sikoa at SummerSlam, which for story purposes I can understand because of the whole Roman Reigns thing. That return is imminent. A-Town Down Under and up and over and around the corner. You see what I did there? That's me trying to be funny. They showed up and it ended up in a brawl as Cody Rhodes actually fired the first shot at them. Carmelo Hayes. Oh, yeah. And during the melee, there was Terrence Crawford. In case you don't know who he is, I believe he's a welterweight boxer with a record of 40 wins. That many losses. Kind of reminds me of being close to somebody else. Floyd Moneymaker Weather. Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Moneymaker Mayweather. I'll get it right eventually. Chelsea. I don't know why it's not here. Oh, really? Andrade. Did I miss? No, I had it here. Okay. This is what happens when you're too amped up. I would say it's the caffeine from my A&W root beer, but it's the diet. It's got no carbs, no sugars, just a bunch of cancer-inducing agents like aspartame. Oh, it's so good. It's like drinking a beer for me. Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade. Nice match, resulting in Andrade picking up the win. And remember, for me, when I say, oh, nice match, a lot of people would be like, it was decent. Wasn't like a 5-star match. Listen, you have to understand, I came from a time where watching wrestling, your average matches that you would never see two superstars facing off against each other, even before like shows like Monday Night Raw even existed. And even in the early beginning, that was saved for like a main event, maybe. It was always against a local talent, so you'd have Carmelo Hayes versus some jobber that you've never heard of. And then you would have Andrade face off against somebody else. So to even be in this world, which it's been like this for decades now, don't get me wrong, I'm still very grateful that I grew up at a time where even as a young kid, even when I thought wrestling was like not scripted and it was like real 1,000%, right? When my age was in the single digits, I always knew the outcome. If Hulk Hogan came out to wrestle a local talent I had never heard of, you knew he wasn't going to win. It was going to be Hulk Hogan or whoever else the main superstar was. So it was kind of boring from that perspective kind of thing. And that's where the pay-per-views for me used to mean that much more. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Chelsea Green versus Bianca. Bianca picked up the win with a simple roll up. And that's the part that bugs me with Chelsea, but this is nothing against her. I love Chelsea. I think she's absolutely amazing. I hate how they do the booking with her to make her look geeky, which is fine. Sort of like a, who am I thinking about? I can't think of who I'm, not Christina Applegate, I can't remember who I'm thinking of off the top of my head. It's going to bug me. But anyways, Clueless. Remember you probably don't remember, and I didn't watch it, but the movie Clueless with Alicia Silverstone. Anyways, I get it. But don't make her look so ditzy to the point that she can get beat by next to nothing. That's all I'm saying. So still have Bianca win. Give a little bit more pizzazz to Chelsea. Allow her to showcase that, because you'd be surprised what she can do in the ring. Nick Aldis in the ring, a.k.a. James Bond, with LA Knight and Logan Paul to finalize the contract for the U.S. title match at SummerSlam. The biggest party of the summer. Bitch, the only party of the summer. There is no other party during the summer. So I never understood that catchphrase. The promo from these two, in my opinion, was really good. Live audience. No rehearsing. Well, there might have been a little bit of rehearsing, but it was really solid. I felt like both were like just constantly back and forth on the same tier level of promo slaying. And it was fantastic. I loved it. My promo to Logan Paul would be simple. I would be able to hold on to United States Championship forever as well if I never had to defend it. And if the way that I attained the championship was by knocking out a senior citizen that was 4'7" with a pair of brass knuckles, aka Rey Mysterio. Leca con lo sporco figlio di puttano. All right, I'm a little too hyper. Are we sure there's nothing else in this drink? Chupame mi cazzo grande. All right, so moving on. What do we got? Oh, so it's signed. It's official. Logan Paul's like, you know what? And this was a good, like, leaving on a high note. Pfft, you need this more than I do. But you know what? Since let's just let you have it. It was pretty cool. I do like Logan Paul. I just hate how he's being booked because I want to see more of him. Bayley. How you doing? Oh, yeah. I'm still recording. What was... For real, I'm distracted. Oh, it's not about Bayley. It's about Tiffy Stratton, Tiffy time versus Michin. And this time it was the other way around. It was a distraction from Bayley from a face where she basically took the Money in the Bank briefcase, smashed the ever-living bejesus out of it, gave it a curb stomp a couple of times. A Seth Rollins stomp, if you will. And that led to Michin picking up the win, and I'm okay with that. I really like Michin. I do. And she's going to be in a match next week with Bayley facing, Tiffy. And I forget who else. Is it Nia Jax? Maybe it's against Nia Jax. That'll be pretty cool. I like to see Michin out and about more often now. She's never seen with the likes of AJ and the OC and all that, so I don't know if she's like a face now. She's definitely acting like one. But again, when we talk about face and heel and what's being worked on internally, it could be a little bit confusing. Because Rhea Ripley officially, internally, she is listed as a babyface. Yet she's working with the Judgment Day and she told Dom, I'm not yours. You're mine. Where's that going? I don't know. I really, really don't know where it's going. And that's kind of what's exciting. What, there's nothing? Just Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens? We don't even get a snapshot picture here? So it's real simple. KO ended up being Cody's sidekick, the mystery sidekick partner for their match versus A-Town Down Under. And I know I keep going on about this, but it was a lot of fun. Let's put it on a picture here. Yeah, that's a good shot right there. Maybe it's not such a good idea. What was I saying? It was a good match. And why was it a good match? Oh, yeah. This is what I kept going on about. This is what happens when you have ADHD, by the way. I could never do live commentary, broadcast commentary, even though I would love to be like a Pat McAfee, a Michael Cole, a JR, a Jesse the Body Ventura, a Bobby Heenan. I could go on forever and I won't. And, yeah. I really, really can't stress enough the little things that I enjoy, such as the camera that followed Kevin Owens was like, all right, let's do this. And they follow Kevin Owens from the backstage area to the ramp. You know, just a whole walkthrough. I used to always wonder how they do it. What does it look like? And you could look at behind the scenes and stuff like that. But now you just really see how it is. You've got the backstage area. And in the room right before you exit to the arena, boom. That's where you got like a little production crew. They do the music. I don't know what this is. The music, the fireworks, the fireballs, whatever it is that they do. And I really, really love that. I appreciate that so much. It's ridiculous. So anyways, it was a great match. What do you expect? It was a great match. And then post-match, who won that again? Honestly, for a split second, I almost forgot who won. So Kevin Owens, I almost said Kevin Rhodes. KO and Cody picked up the win, okay? A-Town Down Under went under this time. They rolled over and out through under the rope. And then the Bloodline came out. Oh, did they ever come out? And the guy that, I forget his name, maybe it's somewhere here, he got a Kevin Owens finger right in the eyeball. Why are they not listed? They were a part of the show. I think it's because they weren't scheduled. They just came out to interfere. Whatever. One of them got thumbed in the eye, and it ended up with Kevin Owens getting powerbombed through the table. No, that's not true. Cody Rhodes went through the table. The announce table. Helps if I remember which table it was, because it matters. And then what really, really surprised me, and they didn't show it, was that, you know, that thing where they put the chair on your neck sometimes, and, you know, they'll like stomp it. It's supposed to crush your neck, and it could cause a big injury. So they did that to Kevin Owens. He must have had like his fingers in there to protect his neck, because that could be seriously dangerous. And he got tossed right into the ring post. Now, I don't know if they're going to script an injury or something like that. I have no idea. I just know that overall, this should have been a 2-minute video. There wasn't that much that happened. But it was fun, and ultimately this leads to this guy over there. He's still, this guy right there. Right there, there's his eye. Okay? It's still intact, but he's having a hard time. And I just cannot wait for SummerSlam. We are 2 weeks away, 14 days, 2 Saturdays from today. So not next Saturday, the Saturday after. A lot can happen. I don't know if we're going to see Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman before SummerSlam. I would like to see, it's easy for me to say this, and I don't know if this is smart booking, but because of what happened to Heyman, because of Solo's disrespect, all this kind of stuff, what I don't like, and I would have liked to have seen some kind of build-up, is we still have Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn I would have loved to have seen here. He was still a huge part of the Bloodline. Remember, OG Bloodline wasn't really a part of the OG Bloodline like in the very, very, very beginning. Then again, neither was Solo Sikoa, right? It was just Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, and the Usos. Where's Sami Zayn? Where's Jimmy Uso? Where's Paul Heyman? Where's Roman Reigns? Were they just going to all show up happy and together out of nowhere with Jey Uso? I don't think that it's going to work that way. I feel like the last so not next week's SmackDown. The SmackDown may be after it. So like next week, it'd be nice to have Heyman say, oh, I've got something cooking, whatever. And then the following SmackDown, the day before SummerSlam, maybe you have Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso and say, you know, me and Jimmy, we've had some chats, and then Jay comes out. I've been talking to my brother for a while. I wanted to keep things under wrap, whatever. And then Sami Zayn comes out. I don't know. I'm just saying I want to see something. I don't want to just see out of nowhere at SummerSlam, boom, they're all there. And the reason for that, the reason I wouldn't want to see all that, as much as it'll be fun, there'll be a huge pop from the crowd, is there's not a lot of talking, there's not a lot of promos at main events, right? It's at Monday Night Raws and SmackDowns that you get that stuff to build up, to build a story. You don't talk about and build the story at SummerSlam. But I mean, you could. And then the following Monday on Monday Night Raw, or in this case for Bloodline, they're on SmackDown, it would have to be a week later. Then you would see them all backstage talking about what transpired at SummerSlam. So do you see what I'm saying? There's doing it before, and then having the event at SummerSlam, and then there's the surprise at SummerSlam, talk about it after. I think it's more of a personal preference, but I could understand why people just want that shock. Because if you show or insinuate that Roman Reigns is going to be there at SummerSlam, it takes away the element of surprise. So I get that. All I know is I'm really flipping excited, and I'm losing my patience to see Roman Reigns come back and just how this whole thing's going to unfold. Just like when I thought the story with the guy, I almost forgot he was on the ground there, Cody Rhodes, with finally finishing the story and now having been champion for over 100 days already. I didn't think I could still be so invested in the Bloodline to the point where I was like, oh my God, what's next? There possibly can't be that much going on. Then you got you just got this whole thing going on. Yeah, what a great time to be a wrestling fan right now. Really, truthfully, this whole Paul Levesque era, aka Triple H, has been pretty great. It's not perfect. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. People are always going to have differences and opinions as to what should be happening, including myself. I'm very opinionated. I can't really complain too much about what is happening under the helm of Triple H. That's enough rambling. I don't even know how long I talk. I feel like this one was... Oh, it's only 15 minutes. 15 minutes of torture for you. Thumbs up as always if you like the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm and trying to make me more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up on the internet. And if you didn't like the video, well, now you know it's coming. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, and you'll get a solo Sakoan spike in the rectum with a leather glove. Buy a leather glove because it's your thumb, not mine. I still can't get over that time somebody on Twitter said, bro, why would I want your thumb in my rectum? I was like, then don't give me a thumbs down for one. And two, I never said it was my thumb. So get your crazy fetishes out of your mind, you sick, dirty bastard. The Vince McMahon era is over. We're under Triple H now. We don't play like that. Okay? There's none of that gross shit. Your thumb. Him doing it with the leather glove. He's a proctologist in disguise. Take care. Oh yeah, subscribe if you want, and if not, I don't blame you after this if you don't want to. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and if I'm lucky, maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. And as always, for ulterior motives that it helps the algorithm, but because I genuinely am curious, let me know down below what you think about what's been going on, whether it's on SmackDown, on Raw. I don't even care if you want to talk to me about AEW. It's okay, because it has to do with ATW. All things wrestling. Bye for now.